Astro.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Dan Laugh with Paul. I'm your host, Paul. One of the leading causes of things getting in your way is due to these little bump things. Allow me to demonstrate why it's much better to have a truck than it is to have a car if you want to get places in life. With almost no effort whatsoever, my Ram 1500 completely dominated the little bumpy things. Can you hear it? I've been saving this for the past 5 freaking days. This is a brand of coffee that I use very, very regularly. And for the very first time, I actually remembered to save the little bottle thing because the glass on one of these bottles is so freaking thick. Now watch, I'm gonna drop it from like freaking 5 feet in the air. And it's not even gonna break. Cancel that, it broke. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to hold out to the next shoot and then you're supposed to fucking brake. Well, that really didn't go as planned, but whatever. Now we must address the problem at hand. It's your boy, It's your boy Grover. And granted, he's a cool ass dude, but unfortunately, he's not cool enough to be hanging around with me 24/7. So with that ado, I must introduce you to besides my truck, besides my truck, my most second favorite toy is this. It's a mini flamethrower. Do you think I should start with the feet or the freaking eyeballs? I think I'm gonna start with the eyeball. Oh, got him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm glad I picked a position where I can sit and all that smoke is not coming freaking all up in my lungs, boy. Woo. I can go to their feet and their shoe stuffers. There you go. Hey, you like that? You like that chilling around, paying no rent? Yeah, you do. There you go. Boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, smoke's coming at me. Boy, I tell you what. He is burning for a long ass time. Can you see him? He's still burning. I had enough time to walk all the way over here and he's still burning. There you go. Some lady walked in the bathroom upon me at my work, because if you don't know, I work in the filming industry now, and the filming industry works off of like trailers. You know, like say like if we're gonna like record in this area, you have like a whole like 40 different semi trucks, and like it's like a trailer, but it's not like a trailer normal porta potty type of thing. It's like super fancy. But I was using the restroom and I thought I locked the door, because like there's like a little red one, and then like apparently there's the big one that you're supposed to lock. And this lady, she just walked in, and I was just like, oh hey, and I went, oh hey, and I like covered my dick up. And she had like the calmest response that it made me feel uncomfortable, like this happens every day or something. And then she seen me after we were both out of the restroom, and then she was like, all right, yeah, have a good night. I was like, all right, you too. And it was like, it was funny because it was like the most like normal, like freaking altercation that I've ever had in my entire life. And it just it made me even more comfortable being in my job, because like literally I work for like the biggest shows and the biggest movies in all of Los Angeles and Hollywood. So it's like really, really serious. And like, especially like me, like being there and like being hired there for like so long now, it was just like, I don't know, I just wanted to share that story with you guys. Can't believe they tried to fucking kill me. Not my job, but like literally like my family and the doctors just literally shoving pills down my freaking mouth until I couldn't even freaking function. It looks like he's about to go out, man. Like he's about to take a long sleep. I'm trying to record when this freaking flame goes out, but I'll be shooting these videos and fucking all. There we go. What triggered the whole thing of where even as a young man I would start taking medication out of nowhere, even though that I've never taken medication in my entire life, was the car accident. I was in a pretty bad car accident where I hit a car that was parked in the middle of the road, like freaking full on, man. And they tried to kill me, man, so they will pay. And I'm not gonna lie, I was talking some like Kanye West shit. Like I was talking like I guess how I like normally talk, but like when you hear me talk in real life and I start like talking like this, man, it's like a little unnerving. So I guess they decided that I had I had like issues, so I had to start taking medication. And I remember that whole time when like everybody, like my mom, my dad, my brothers, they were like, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? And I was like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? They literally tried to freaking Elvis Presley me, man. They tried to Michael Jackson me, bro. And I'm not even famous yet. It's like, literally, that's not even fair. Fucking try to kill me. Little Joe's birthday party. What I'm starting to do and what I would invite you to do for yourself is to start like building like supreme confidence in yourself, like to make yourself almost like a concrete block. You know what? Fucking no. Like a fully like steel cube. Like to make sure to know that like when you know something, it doesn't matter, like you don't need other people to understand what you're doing or why you're doing it. Like, if you think that other people know what's best for you, just ask any smoker, like a person who smokes cigarettes, of why they started smoking cigarettes. And in my personal experience with asking is that 100% is been that their friend, or like it was like the group of like friends started smoking when they were like 16 or whatever, when it was cool. And now years and years and years later, they still smoke. You can make good of that. Like take that same situation and say like, if you go running with like your friend one time, and then now for like the rest of your life, like if someone comes up to you, oh, why do you run? It's like, oh, well, I went running with my friend one time, and from that point on, I've just been doing it ever since. Oh shit, hey. I seen a freaking owl for the very first time in my life, and this thing was like freaky, man. Like, I understand why people know that like owls are like very, very smart, because like it like kind of tripped me out because I was out at work and I was all by myself, and maybe it was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that, and like I heard something like go into like it was like a big ass tree, and it sounded like it was like a raccoon or something. Like it sounded like you guys know me, I don't fuck with raccoons. Like coyotes are all right because like they're like skinny, but raccoons, they will fuck you up, you know. And like I heard that it was like a bigger animal, so I was like, oh shit, like, so like my guard was kind of up, and I was like looking into the tree for like the longest time of like trying to like see what the hell made that noise. And I'm like looking at the tree, and then I realize that something's like looking at me, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, what is that? And then I look, and then like my brain finally like saw like what it was, and I'm like, oh shit, that's an owl. And literally like I was like walking by, and like I was like staring, I was like looking at it, and it did not break eye contact with me. Boy, I tell you what, I was like walking by, and like it almost had like, it looked like it was almost like angry at me. like literally, like I like, just from it looking at me, I felt like a dumbass. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like looking at this owl, and like it like looking down at me, and like I looked at it, and then like I looked away, and I was like walking towards my truck, and like I looked back at it again, and it was still looking at me, and I was like, okay. And then I got over by my truck, and then like I looked back over to like see like where it was in the tree, and then it like got up and then like went to like another place inside the same tree. Like this thing did not fuck with me. Like it was just like, you fucking idiot. So that was my very first experience with an owl, and I respect the fuck out of them for no reason whatsoever. Woo. Speaking of speaking of owls.
Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know.